Every day, we see people who look like they have it all figured out. The latest phone in their hand, a clean car parked outside, branded clothes, coffee shop stories on social media, and a lifestyle that screams successful. But here is the uncomfortable truth most people never talk about. The person who looks the richest in the room is often the one under the most financial pressure. Bills are waiting, credit card balances are growing, and the fear of missing just one paycheck is very real. We've been trained to believe that if someone looks successful, they must be financially secure. But in today's world of easy credit and constant comparison, appearances can be dangerously misleading. Looking rich has become easier than ever, while actually being financially healthy has become harder than ever. This conflict between appearances and financial health is one of the quietest financial traps of modern life. Social media shows us highlights, not reality. We compare our real lives to carefully edited moments and feel pressure to keep up, even when our income, savings, or debt situation doesn't support it. So we stretch ourselves a little more. We take an EMI here, swipe a credit card there, tell ourselves we'll manage it later. Slowly, without realizing it, our lifestyle starts to depend on future income we haven't earned yet. On the outside, everything looks fine. On the inside, financial stress builds up. Real financial health, however, doesn't look impressive. It's boring. It's invisible. It's having money set aside for emergencies, manageable expenses, and the freedom to make decisions without panic. In this video, we're going to uncover why chasing appearances can quietly damage your financial future, why truly secure people often look ordinary, and how understanding this difference can completely change the way you think about money and success. In today's world, success is often judged by what can be seen. The car you drive, the phone you use, the places you visit, and the lifestyle you display online have become the new definition of doing well. We scroll through social media and subconsciously learn one message again and again. If it looks expensive, it must mean progress. This creates a powerful illusion where appearance becomes a substitute for reality. People begin to believe that looking successful is the same as being successful, but money doesn't work that way. Financial health isn't visual, and that's where the problem begins. What makes this illusion so dangerous is how easy it has become to maintain. You don't need wealth anymore to look wealthy. You just need access to credit. Monthly installments, credit cards, buy now, pay later schemes, all of these allow people to borrow the image of success without owning the financial foundation behind it. The result is a lifestyle that looks strong on the outside, but is fragile on the inside. One missed paycheck, one emergency expense, and the entire image starts to crack. The illusion also feeds on comparison. We don't compare bank balances, we compare appearances. And because we only see the polished side of others, we assume we are behind. This pushes people to spend not because they want something, but because they don't want to feel left out. Over time, money stops being a tool for stability and becomes a tool for validation. And when validation becomes the goal, financial health quietly takes a back seat. Society doesn't celebrate financial discipline. It celebrates visibility. A person who saves quietly, avoids debt, and lives within their means rarely gets attention. But someone who upgrades their lifestyle quickly gets praise, likes, and respect. This creates a broken reward system where short-term display is valued more than long-term security. From a young age, we absorb the idea that success must be visible to be real. If others can't see it, it doesn't count. Social media has intensified this mindset. Platforms are designed to reward consumption. New purchases, trips, upgrades, and experiences perform better than restraint or patience. No one posts about not buying something, or about building an emergency fund. As a result, the algorithm trains us to associate spending with progress. Over time, even smart people start making emotional financial decisions just to stay relevant in the social comparison game. There's also cultural pressure. In many environments, your appearance influences how seriously people take you. Looking successful is often mistaken for being competent, disciplined, or intelligent. This pushes people to invest in image before investing in security. Instead of asking, "Can I afford this?" the question becomes, "What will people think if I don't have this?" The danger here is subtle. When society rewards appearances, people start building their lives on fragile foundations. They optimize for approval instead of resilience. And while the applause feels good in the moment, it doesn't pay bills, reduce stress, or protect against uncertainty. Stability doesn't make noise, but it's what actually holds everything together when life becomes unpredictable. The real cost of chasing appearances doesn't show up immediately. That's why it's so dangerous. At first, everything feels manageable. The EMI fits into the budget. The credit card balance feels temporary. The lifestyle seems affordable, but slowly, expenses become fixed and income becomes trapped. A large portion of future earnings is already promised to past decisions. This is where financial stress quietly begins. Instead of money giving freedom, it creates pressure. People start living paycheck to paycheck, not because they earn too little, but because they've committed too much. Emergency savings disappear. Flexibility disappears. Every decision becomes reactive. The fear isn't obvious, but it's always present in the background. Another hidden cost is opportunity loss. Money spent maintaining an image is money that can't grow. It's not invested, not saved, and not building future options. Over years, this gap becomes massive. Two people earning the same income can end up in completely different financial realities, one stuck in constant stress, the other steadily gaining control. Perhaps the most damaging effect is psychological. When your lifestyle depends on appearances, your peace depends on income never stopping. Any uncertainty feels threatening. This creates anxiety, burnout, and constant pressure to perform. Ironically, the image meant to signal success becomes the very thing that steals peace, freedom, and long-term progress. Real financial health doesn't look impressive, and that's why it's often misunderstood. It's not about luxury or upgrades. It's about control. Control over expenses, control over choices, and control over unexpected events. Financially healthy people don't rely on future income to survive the present. They build margins into their lives. This means having savings that protect against emergencies. It means spending less than you earn consistently, not occasionally. It means understanding that every financial decision has a future cost, not just a present benefit. Real financial health is quiet. It doesn't seek attention or validation. One of the biggest differences is mindset. Financially healthy people ask different questions. They don't ask, "Can I get this?" They ask, "Is this worth the long-term trade-off?" They value peace more than praise and stability more than status. They understand that money is not about looking powerful, it's about being secure. Because financial health is invisible, it often feels unrewarding in the short term. But over time, it compounds. Less stress, better decisions, more flexibility, and the ability to say no without guilt. This is real wealth. Not what impresses strangers, but what supports your life when no one is watching. There's a reason many financially secure people don't look rich. They don't need to. Their confidence doesn't come from external validation. It comes from knowing they're prepared. They understand that attention is expensive, and they choose not to pay for it. These people spend intentionally, not emotionally. They don't upgrade just because others are upgrading. They don't feel pressure to prove anything. Their money works quietly in the background, supporting their goals instead of their image. Ordinary appearances often hide extraordinary discipline. Choosing not to overspend, not to compare, and not to chase trends requires self-control. And self-control rarely looks glamorous, but it builds something far more valuable than attention. Independence. Financially secure people play a long game. They know that real success is delayed, uneven, and often invisible. While others chase moments of validation, they build systems that protect their future. And when opportunities or crises appear, they're ready because they didn't spend their financial energy trying to impress. At some point, everyone faces a choice. You can use money to impress others, or you can use money to protect your future. You can chase appearances, or you can build stability. You can optimize for likes, or you can optimize for peace. Both paths cost money, but only one gives freedom. Choosing financial health often means being misunderstood. It means saying no when others say yes. It means delaying upgrades. It means being comfortable looking average while quietly building something powerful. This choice isn't easy, but it's life-changing. The truth is, you don't owe anyone proof of success. You don't need to look rich to become financially strong. Real wealth is the ability to handle life without panic. It's sleeping well at night. It's having options. And that kind of wealth doesn't need an audience. The conflict between appearances and financial health isn't about money alone, it's about values. Once you understand this, your financial decisions change. Not because you earn more, but because you think differently. And that shift is where real freedom begins. Before we end, take a moment to reflect on one simple question. Are your financial decisions building real security? Or are they just supporting an image? Looking successful might earn attention, but it doesn't protect you from stress, uncertainty, or unexpected life events. Real financial strength is quiet. It doesn't need approval, likes, or validation. It shows up when you can handle problems without panic, when you have options, and when your future isn't fragile. The goal isn't to look rich, it's to be financially healthy, stable, and free from constant pressure. If this perspective made you think differently about money, then you're exactly where you need to be. This channel, Money Uncovered, exists to break the illusions around wealth and expose the truth about how money really works in everyday life. If you want more videos that challenge common financial beliefs, help you avoid hidden money traps, and build long-term financial clarity, make sure to subscribe to Money Uncovered. Like the video if it's added value, and share it with someone who might be chasing appearances without realizing the cost. And don't forget to comment below, what do you think matters more, looking successful or being financially secure? Your future self will thank you for choosing wisely.